Hello, my friends. Happy Friday, and welcome to episode 200 of Why Did I Buy This? I started this series about 4 years ago now as a way to help crafters find unique ways to use products that they have in their collections. But this is a great series for those of you who are starting off with crafting and wanting some good ideas on what to use and what to get. And this will just help you be inspired, I hope. My name is Lindsay Mann. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator nearly 22 years. I love crafting and I love getting to share ideas with you. And of course, as you tune in, please say hello. I love it when you leave comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching the replay, you can let me know that too. And, let me know, first of all, let me know what it is about this series that keeps bringing you back. Have you learned a special technique that you've used in your crafting? Is there a project that you've liked in the past? I'd love to hear what it is that you enjoy about Why Did I Buy This? I have here my Stampin' Up! Tiffany's glass. This was from a leadership conference a few years ago. They sent us Tiffany's glasses, Tiffany's, the blue box Tiffany's, with Stampin' Up! Logos on them. So I've got myself a little cheersy for the 200th episode. Hello, Sharon. Yes, happy Pool Party Friday. Thank you very much for your congratulations. It's kind of wild, 200 episodes. So if you're new here, almost every Friday, you can tune in and watch live, or you can watch the replay afterwards. And I always pick a product, and then we go through a few different ways that you can use it. Aloha, Elaine. I hope you're having a great time in Hawaii. And so it's just a way to inspire you to open up your craft supplies or get craft supplies to complement what you're doing in your own crafting world so that you can be successful with it. Because ultimately, the thing that I love the most about crafting is it's a twofer activity. Number one is that you have fun while you're making craft projects yourself. But the second is that you have that joy of giving that to somebody else. And card making is so lovely because it's not a high investment or high time investment activity, but it does bring a lot of joy to people. So I always encourage people who take my in-person classes to take photos of their projects and then make sure that they make a point to gift their card to somebody, because it really does make a difference. And I don't know about you, but I just feel like in this day and age, we need as much joy to spread to others as we can, and helping people know that we're thinking about them really makes a difference. Oh, hi, Tracy. Thank you. I'm going to have a sip of my little cheersy right now. And then I can put this down. So cheers to 200 episodes, friends. Yeah, if you're tuning in or you're watching the replay, go ahead and add some comments to the comment section, because for every comment that I get on this episode, I'm going to be doing a draw for the projects that I'm making today. This is just a little bonus for my 200th episode. So you can be anywhere in the world and you can comment, because I can just send you some cards. So yeah, the more comments you leave, the more entries you're going to get into the draw, and I'll do the draw and on my Facebook page here next Friday. And yeah, the other way you can get entered into the draw is if you share this episode, or if you leave a comment in my review section. That's always nice. 5 stars for the win. So yeah, pizza and Prosecco tonight. Yes, right? Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Yeah, that's a great idea. I think I should definitely bring that back. It's been a really long time. I forgot about that, Tracy. Yes, pizza and Prosecco. That was a very good tradition. I don't know why we stopped it. I think we just got a little bit busy. Hello, Jennifer. What's happening? It's my 200th episode. So make sure you comment, because all the comments are being entered into a draw for the projects that I make today. Hello, Jen. Hello, Karen. Oh, good. You just bought it. Okay, so you're going to be inspired today with some of the projects, I hope, that we're going to make today. So that's great. Yes, thank you, Elaine. Congratulations on the 200 episodes. Thank you for all of you for tuning in. Some of you have been here since the beginning, and that means a lot to me. It is nice to be able to craft with friends at any time, but you know, when you can tune in from where you are and I'm here in my house, you know, it just makes the world feel a little bit smaller, which is always nice. Thanks, Corinne. Hello, Karen. Hello, Jennifer. Great to see you. Yes, keep adding those comments, because again, every comment you leave is going to be entered into the draw for the projects from today. Thanks, Nita. Thank you so much. Okay, so a couple things that are going on. I have a class on Monday called Sneak Peek and Paper Chic. That class is now sold out, so I am not taking any more registrations for that. My next class is coming up on February 9th. We are going to be doing a scrapbooking class. That is a Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4 p.m. And we are going to be making 3 double layouts. So if you've wanted to get back into scrapbooking, if you want to try scrapbooking, this is such a great way to do it. You're going to need to register by the end of this weekend, because I need to order supplies for that class. It's almost full. So I will tell you, you're going to want to make sure that you get your registration in ASAP. This is one that I can send to go. So if you live somewhere in Canada that's not Edmonton and you'd like to be able to make this project at home, you can do that. The next class I have in February is February 12th. We are doing a love notes class. So for only $35, we are making 10 different love notes. And this is going to be not only for your lover, but also for your friends who, you know, this is a nice time of year to tell people that you think that they're special. So I encourage you to come take that class. Brenda, I can see your comments, so that's good. And then after that, we have Blooms and Bingo. That's in March. That's a fun mix of card making, and we're going to play some fun bingo games. And that class is almost sold out as well. We have just 1 or 2 spots left, I believe. So I will put the link here in the comments for you to be able to register for those classes. And it's just a Google form. You can fill it out and you can just check the ones that you want to come to. But like I said, Monday is sold out, and then we're moving into February 9th. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to do the awkward transition. Yeah, Jennifer, the scrapbooking kits are so amazing. I saw, Corinne, that you and your mom are coming to bingo. That's amazing. That makes me very happy. I can't wait to see your mom. Okay, so I'm just going to snap you in here to my... There we go, into my stand. So real quick before we get started with crafting, I wanted to chat about celebration, because today is a celebration with my 200th episode. So we're going to talk about celebration. So many of you have been crafting for a long time and you're familiar with this, but for those of you who are new, celebration is our most exclusive event of the year. In the months of January and February, for every $75 Canadian order, you get to choose an exclusive item out of this brochure. If your order reaches 150, you can either choose 2 level 1 items, or you can choose one of the bigger items, so 1 level 2 item. So I'll just kind of quickly show you. We have some scrapbooking kind of stamp set prompts. We have card making kits, designer series paper, really cute stamp sets and embossing folders, and crinkly ribbon, some more paper that coordinates with the mushroom bundle. I forget what it's called. Again, more designer series paper. I love these sequins. I've been using them a ton. This one is one of our 150, so level 2 items. So it comes with dies and a stamp set. If you are curious about this one, I used it 2 weeks ago. You can check that out. I think it was in 99. And then the Corner and Bloom, haha, sneak peek, gonna show you today. And then a little extra bonus. So if you love what I show, if you have a big wish list, if you'd like to get a discount on all of your Stampin' Up! Products, then one of the things you might want to consider is your demonstrator starter kit. So during celebration, that January, February, you will be able to choose either 2 sets of markers, or you can choose an additional $41 in product. The 2 markers are $129 value, or you can choose $41 extra. Our starter kit is always a good deal at $165 a product for just $135. There's no shipping or GST charged. If you live in Alberta, there's no provincial tax here. In other provinces, you pay your provincial tax. So this is a way that you can get a whole bunch of product for not a lot. And it's really, really a nice way to kind of add to your crafting supplies. The other thing to pay attention to is during the celebration time, if you have an order that reaches $3.75, or you group together friends who have orders together that are $3.75, you get to choose an additional $37.50 in Stampin' Rewards. So I think it's upwards of like $60 some that you get to pick for free. Okay, so hi Karen, thank you. So let's get started. Today we are going to be playing with a stamp set and die set, a bundle called Spring Corners. So this here, I really, really, really love the die set. And then I've been falling in love with the stamp set that coordinates with it. So I think you guys are gonna have a good time with it too. Now, what I wanted to share with you is I mentioned that with a level 2 celebration, so with a $150 order, you're going to be able to choose a bigger stamp set. So this is one of the celebration sets you can choose with a $150 order. And this coordinates so nicely with the Spring Corners. And I'll show you in my PYP card why you're going to want both of those. So let's get started. I am going to pull in a piece of the this beautiful designer series paper. I should know the names of things, but you guys know that's just not where my brain goes. And what I did was I took my die, this one here, and I cut out that silhouette. And then I brought in a piece of black paper. So this is just cut a 1/4 inch larger. So this is going to be giving us that really nice silhouette. But I'm going to bring in a corner stamp, and this one says always in your corner. So cute. So we're going to ink that up with Memento, the black ink, and stamp that like so. Always in your corner. Perfect. Next, there is this really lovely glimmer paper. And of course I'm obsessed because it has sort of the Coastal Cabana pool party, the lime, and then the fresh freesia with some pinks in there. So it's all ombre and it's just beautiful to work with. So I've already pre-cut from that Spring Corners die a little heart. So you can see it's got the glitter already built into it. Okay, Jennifer, I was just saying I can't remember the name, but it's the one that has all the flowers in it. Let's see if I can quickly find the name here. It's called Floral Delight. Floral Delight. It's out of the mini catalog. Okay, so we've got that stamped. We are going to bring in our dimensionals, and we're just going to add those to the corners like that. Okay. We don't want this peeking out. I should have brought it a little closer. There we go. Okay, so we'll take off the backings and we're going to layer this onto our silhouette. Cute, right? So this felt a little light to me. I wanted it to pop a little more. So with your Stampin' Blends, you can color over top of glimmer paper. Did you know that? So we're going to color just like so, and it's just going to add a little bit more brightness to the glimmer paper. It still holds its glimmer. You can still see that glimmer in there, but it is just a little bit darker and it's going to show up a little nicer on our project. So we're going to stick that here like so. Cute. Next, we're going to bring in my bow tire. So a bow tire is really just a fancy name for anything that has 2 spokes. So you could use a meat fork, you could use a regular fork, but this is just a fancy tool that one of my friends made me. And so I'm just going to bring in some of our linen thread and cut that. We're going to fold it in half and then wrap it around the pegs. So you start with it on the opposite side of the pegs, and you're going to switch hands. Oh, Jennifer, you don't care for glimmer paper. Oh, that's fair. You're allowed to not love it. Maybe you like the more matte look to things. So we're just going to tie a knot. And when you tie that knot, now you've got a nice little bow. I'm just going to trim open. I didn't cut that when I first did it on. So this is going to get added to our card like that. So I'm going to skip to the end here and show you the finished project. I did some repetitive stamping in the background and added those flowers. And then that's all from the corner in bloom. And here you can see always in your corner is the sentiment. Isn't that pretty? So here you can see is the corner in bloom. And it just gives you that floral emphasis that you can use with the Spring Corners bundle. And I'm going to show you more. Don't you worry. Okay, let's move on to the next project. So this time we're going to play with the dies as well as the stamp set. So the dies are really, really fun. And I used 3 different colors. So here you can see is that glimmer paper again. Look away, Jennifer. And then the this is Coastal Cabana, right? No, this is Summer Splash. It's one of the in colors. And then this is one of our new 2-tone papers. So I'll just quickly show you. I brought this so I could show you this. So here's the light side and here's the dark side. So the dark side. So you can see it's subtle, but it gives you that look of being able to add just like a softer shade of the paper. And I'll show you this too. When you tear it, you have a white core, which our cardstock doesn't. So it gives you a little bit of an ability to add something different to your project. Like if you tear the corners, you can kind of add a little bit of detail with that white edge. So that is just something to pay attention to with our 2-tone paper. Okay, so I have already die cut out my little starbursts there. And I've also brought in the Waves embossing folder. I really like this embossing folder. And so I ran that through with the Very Vanilla. And so we're just going to go ahead and add our starbursts to it. So I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals to the back. And then this is going to go in the center. So I like to start with the center and work out because it's a little easier to tell what goes where. So we'll stick that there. And then this one is going to go here. Like that. So there we've got our 3 focal points. Next, we're going to bring in the stamps from Spring Corners. So these little balloons are very, very cute. We're going to stamp those. And we'll do that just on our basic white. And then we're going to do some coloring. So I brought in 3 colors. I've got my Summer Splash, I've got Pool Party, and then I've got Lemon Lolly. So with our balloons, I always like to think about the balloons with, you know, a very obvious light and dark side because you've got sort of shadows and things like that. So we're going to kind of add some Pool Party there and then bring in the light marker. And this time we're going to just leave a little bit of a light spot. It looks like the light is shining off of our balloon, just like that. And then blend in the edges so we don't see an obvious line. Same with our Summer Splash. We're going to do a little bit here. I just opened up the pen end. It really doesn't matter. It kind of lets you get closer to the line if you do that. And then we're going to bring in our lighter. Same thing. We're going to let it have a little bit of a spot where the light is going to shine off our balloon. And color that in. Remember to comment because every comment gets entered into a draw to be able to win these projects. Okay, and then the Lemon Lolly, same thing. We're going to start with a dark edge here. And then we're going to add Lemon Lolly like that. So I'll bring it up so you can take a little bit of a closer look. So it gives you that look of the darker shadowed side, and then the light is coming in from the right. All right, I'm gonna do this 3 times and die cut those out because there's a lovely little die cut that actually cuts it out perfectly. And so let me skip ahead and show you the finished project. So here we've got our finished card. So I've just added in some of these ones are fun. I think they're from the online exclusives, low profile dots. And you'll see I colored the balloons differently every time. I didn't want them to be too matchy-matchy, but there you can see we've got that fun kind of focal point of the balloons with the happy birthday. Yeah, the blue and the yellow work nicely together, right? Brenda. You remember and you color the whole thing in. Yeah, Corinne, that happens. Thanks, Therese. Okay, so that's project number 2. We're going to move on to the PYP, my friends. If you haven't been watching for a long time, I don't know if I've used that expression for a long time, but this is a throwback to the very beginning. When I first started, we called it the pee your pants card. It's kind of vulgar, but you know, it's fine. And it's just the card that like you kind of love a lot. And so when you see how it's made, it makes you want to pee your pants. Haha, I know. Okay, so here we go. I am going to bring in the card front. So this is just basic white. And I have my Versamark. So this time we're going to bring in the Corner in Bloom, which is our Celebration reward, level 2 reward. So when you have a 150 order, you are going to get to pick this beautiful stamp set. So I'm going to stamp with Versamark in the corner like that. And then I'm going to do the other side down here. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in my white embossing powder. And we're going to pour that over our Versamark. So just shake it off so that you get just where you've stamped. Then I'm going to bring in my heat tool and we're going to heat emboss it. Hopefully this isn't too loud for you, but we're just going to use our heat tool. And if you're unfamiliar, a heat tool is very, very hot. It looks like a blow dryer, but it gets hot like an oven. So you have lots of heat that's melting those really fine particles of embossing powder. And if you just stamped and sprinkled the embossing powder on, it wouldn't hold. Once the Versamark dries, it would just fall off. So we're using that in-between time to heat emboss it so that it melts and stays where it's supposed to. So yeah, it's just really, really fine particles that melt into the image. I'll just make sure I've got it all. So you can tell it's done when you hold it up to the light and you can see it shine. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it's shining away over here. So here's what we're going to do now. I'm bringing in Peach Pie, which is one of our in colors, and I'm bringing in a blending brush. We're going to pick up the ink and we're going to, from our glass mat, pull it onto the spot where we embossed. So what happens is wherever we've embossed that color, it is going to resist the ink that we're applying. So it just makes for a really pretty background. So just like that. And I wanted like warm spring colors. It's one of those days where I want cheerful colors to kind of be what I work with. Okay, just like that. Lovely. We're not going to go all the way around. I just wanted to do the embossed part of it. Okay, so now I'm going to take my wipe and just remove any ink from the surface here. And now we're going to do some stamping. So again, this is where our spring corners comes in. And we're going to use the Wishing You an Amazing Day. So I have that stamp mounted, and then we're going to use our memento. Yeah, Corinne, exactly. Bright colors to offset a gray day. It's very gray here today. It's not that cold, which, is saying something for where I live in the north, but it is gray and kind of windy. Okay, so this is going to now stamp inside where we did our image. So we're going to go like that. So very pretty, right? Now we've got that focal point. And then I've used my deckled rectangle dies. I use those all the time. You guys know I love them. And I just cut out a center piece. So this is going to go into the center like that. And I also cut out from that same coordinating die set, there's a circle. There's like everything in here. There's hearts, 3 different hearts. There's circles. There's these fun borders. There's this silhouette stamp. It really is a fun die set. Even if you didn't love the stamp set, I would say the die set is worth it. Like you can use a lot of it on its own. So with my circle, I'm also going to bring in Pool Party. Surprise, surprise. And we're going to add in some blending. So from my glass mat, I'm going to pull that ink onto my circle. And it just helps to give a lot more even color. So you're not getting kind of blotchy backgrounds. So there we've got our little Pool Party background. And from the spring corners, there's this really, really cute daisy stamp. So with my scrap white, we're going to stamp this in black. So this is gonna go right here. And I love a good marker for the ability to use the pen end. We redesigned our markers about almost 2 years ago, and the pen end is some of my favorite parts of this because it's all marker now. There's no plastic nib, and so it makes it really easy to be able to color in really small images like this one here. And same with the leaves. I'm going to do the pen end for the leaves, just like that. And the die set has this little die right here, and that cuts this out. So again, really, really functional. So let me skip ahead and show you the finished project, and that is this. Here's the PYP. So you can see here's the die cut one. I've added in a couple of embellishments, and you can see that the resist there, which is really fun to do with those border dies. So one more time, we've got our PYP, we have our balloon card, and we have our little silhouette card. So what do you think? 200 episodes. Should we keep going? Do you want to see more? Remember, this is a free series that I offer. There's no expectations. But if you would like to buy Stampin' Up! Supplies and you live in Canada, of course, I appreciate those of you who order from me. It makes a very big difference to me and my family, and it allows me to continue to do something that I love, which is a big deal. So thank you so much for those of you who have been watching all along. Thanks for those of you who took a chance on me today and watched, even not knowing that this was my 200th episode. Thanks to those of you who share my videos with your friends, who use the techniques and share them with me. I really, really appreciate this community. So thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Have fun crafting. Bye for now.